Okay, something that I need to speak to because this is really breaking my heart is seeing women say, I did this thing and then I was so burnt out that I was bedbound. I couldn't leave bed all day, or I couldn't leave bed for a few days, or I couldn't leave the house for a few days. And then I did this thing and then I was burnt out again and I couldn't do anything. As someone that is so incredibly sensitive and autistic, I want to say that this happens when you don't know, understand, and listen to and follow your body's yeses and nos. If you get me on a yes, I will have enough energy to keep going like a Duracell bunny. If you'd have said to me 5 years ago, there's going to be certain things that you can do where you will have limitless energy, it'll be like non-stop energy, I would say to you, are you fucking crazy? I am drained all the time. What are you talking about? Until I discovered a few years ago that what I thought was anxiety, what I thought was me having no energy, was just me pushing myself into situations that were not right for me. All the situations and things that burnt me out, all the things that gave me anxiety, not normal performance nerves, but like crippling anxiety, which is then what triggered the burnout, these were just all things that were never meant for me, that were not right for me, were not things that were designed for how my brain works. And it took me a long time of deconditioning from listening to my mind, because this is what put me in these situations that led to burnout, and following my body. And slowly and surely, I started to access what a yes feeling felt like for me. And the first glimmer I had of this was my TEDx. When I applied for TEDx, it made no logical sense. My mental health was not in a great place, had loads going on in my life. Even my friends and family were saying, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to be on stage in front of those 23,000 people? And everything in my body was like, yes. And I was like, okay, I'll test this out. I'll keep going. I'll go through the application process. And I remember the moment the email came through. I was standing near my fridge in my kitchen. I can remember exactly. My whole body lifted with excitement. And it was like, yes, I made it through to TEDx. And that was the first glimmer. I mean, a pretty big thing. I didn't let's speak at a few conferences first. I went straight in. I mean, you can see I'm nervous when you watch it. But that was my first, that was my first glimmer of that sacred yes moment. And getting in touch with what that was in my body, and then being able to follow that step by step of the way. So this has led to me leaving my corporate career and coming fully into my soul aligned business, not knowing how that was going to work out, just taking the leap, not having anyone there to support me, having a net to catch me, leaving my marriage, leaving the home that I owned to go and rent this incredible cottage on my own on a farm in lockdown, to my first home by the seaside, to many business decisions, money I've invested, even just the day-to-day, the places that I go, the things that I do, the coffee shops that I see that I think, yeah, I want to go in there. Or I feel like walking in nature today. I feel like I'm literally in the middle of a sacred yes moment at the moment. I'm house sitting for my friend in this beautiful house. And when she said, can you come for the weekend? I was like, yes, and I need to come on my own. I need a weekend on my own in her beautiful house with her beautiful pets. Okay, I'm literally in the middle of a sacred yes moment. And when I follow that lit up, expansive, excited feeling, that has never led me to burnout. The moment that yes turns to a no, which usually it does for me with a social situation, right? I might feel a yes to go to a party. I might get there, dip my toes, and there might be someone at that party that's like not right for me or is draining. and I might decide after an hour, I'm going to leave. My yes becomes a no. You attend to the no and you leave. You don't give an F what anyone thinks. You leave, then you retain the energy, okay? So it breaks my heart that people don't know this, that they need to listen to their bodies. They need to listen to their sacred yes and no. And when you follow a yes, that is where you will continue to have that continuous life force energy. It's only when you push through a no that you start to get drained, that you start to get chronic health problems, that you get chronic fatigue, that you get all the things happen that stop you from actually doing what is a sacred yes for you, what you're meant to do, what you're meant to be heading towards. And trust me, this was the place I was in like 6-7 years ago. So I know, I felt it deeply. I felt the pain of this deeply. And I now lead such a peaceful, nourishing, exciting life in alignment with my sacred yes. So let me know in comments, what does that yes and no feel like for you? I have a free meditation on my profile for you to connect with that feeling in your body so that you can start to create your most peaceful, aligned life where you wake up in the morning feeling just so calm, peaceful, easeful, with the most aligned day, where you're doing the most aligned work, rest, play, all of it. This is for you. So you can get that meditation. It's pinned at the top of my profile. And if you want to go even deeper, the Sacred Yes Portal workshop and workbook is for you, where you can work through this on a deeper level. Enjoy.